How's it going? Chainedless here. Roblox games. There's a lot of them. Some are really good, while others are just Sword Simulator number 385. You know, these games suck, alright? I can't even speak today. Good games and bad games, so it's hard to try and separate one from the rest of them. But I'm not gonna lie, Roblox has had such a big impact on a lot of stuff in and outside the platform. I mean, for being one of the biggest platforms of all time, it's not surprising to have something impactful happen. Now, what counts as an impactful Roblox game? Well, I have 4 things it has to follow in order to be called an impactful game on Roblox. Number 1, it had to not have been a trend. Now you might ask, what's the difference between an impactful Roblox game and a trend Roblox game, you might ask? Well, let me break it down for you more. Basically, an impactful Roblox game can change the platform significantly, and without it, we wouldn't have a lot of games that were built off of it. A good example here is Pokemon Break Bronze or Lumion Legacy. Even though it was built off the idea of a Pokemon Roblox game, which had already been done by a lot of people, it took its own ideas and built off the Roblox Pokemon idea, which had already been mainstream. It also had ideas that had never really been done before. We didn't have Mega Evolution in a Roblox Pokemon game yet, so it was pretty crazy seeing this happen. Basically, imagine rap without Kanye. And I know, coming from a Kanye fan, this sounds dumb, but hear me out. Before Kanye, you had to be a gangster in the rap industry. But like 50 Cent and Jay-Z were at the top, and if you didn't have a gangster aura, or weren't one in general, you wouldn't be signed for them most of that time. Kanye changed it by breaking the stereotype that you didn't have to rap about, you know, all this crime, money, drugs, women. But this isn't a yay video, so let's get back into it. A trend is something that might have been kind of impactful, but fell off just from it being popular and everyone forgetting about it once the games fell off. A amazing example of the Roblox camping games. From 2018 to 2021, you really couldn't go anywhere without a new one popping off. After it though, the trend just fell off and everyone forgot about it. Number 2, how many awards does it have? By awards, I mean how many Bloxies does it have? Piggy, for example, has a huge motion of Bloxies, and it has impacted Roblox a lot. But again, the Piggy in other games have a massive impact outside of Roblox. Now, I don't mean you just telling your friend about this, or some news talking about it once. I'm talking about if it made a lot of people raise their eye at Roblox and be like, hey, I might check this out after all. That's why I count for this category. Number 4, how long has it been on Roblox? By this, I mean something like Crossroads or Rocket Arena, which have been on Roblox for years and are very impactful for Roblox games. I mean, you've definitely played a game with one of these maps. They're extremely iconic, but these are really what I count as a factor. So let's start listing them. First game, and has to definitely be on this list, is Pet Simulator. Either you love or hate big games with all your might, you can't deny that the impact they've had on the platform is truly insane. I mean, they literally created the idea of pets being the main damage source of Roblox Simulator games. Now, I know that other games had done something similar to this before the idea of Pet Simulator was even a single thing in mind. A very good example is the Hats and Mine Simulator, which helped you do a lot more damage than before. But Pet Simulator took it a lot further. They decided to make slaving pets away at some coins, the whole gimmick of their game. And what do you have nowadays? Roblox games trying to sell you some stupid pet which will probably top the next update by a free one. As well as this, they mainstreamed the idea of a ton of insanely priced and pay to win items. Let me be honest and say that to everyone who bought the Infinite Pets Game Pass, I genuinely think you are still in debt. Like, there's no way you looked and were like, yep, that's the one. I'm finally gonna waste $400 on Roblox. Like, give me the $400 because I know you are the worst money spender in history, and this will get worse than Pet Simulator X. But I think almost every single essay YouTuber and Roblox individual has talked about this. But if you don't know, I'm gonna try to sum it up for you real quick. Example 1, they made a $60 Roblox plushie. $60. First off, I'm not spending $60 on this. Second, the games would die so quickly. Like, these games would put up LeBron James 2013 highlights in the first week, and then they'll do some insane ass numbers the way they fell off. Example 2, NFTs. Yep, they made literal NFTs for this. If you decided to waste your money on this, you would get a huge end game. Also remember the player base. These guys legit have no money. And the last one I want to talk about is the Christmas 2021 egg. Now, at first glance, you might be like, hold up, what's wrong with this? Well, this egg costs Robux. And if you're someone who cannot see, right here, this is a question mark. Literally telling everyone that this was gambling at its finest. But to be honest, this isn't even the worst controversy for Roblox games that we've ever had. But I want to stop talking about this game because I legit just explained everything it's done in this single page on my dot. If you want more, go find another video. I'm not telling you the rest. Next game I have to mention is Jailbreak. Made by Bad CC and Asimo 3089, it has become insanely influential to the Roblox platform. Now, prison games on Roblox and other games had existed for a long time, such as Prison Life, or hell, even that one time where Sky's Minecraft, they had Cops vs. Robbers video. Who remembers that? But let's be real, Jailbreak has had such an insane impact on Roblox. I mean, this was one of the first Roblox games to hit 100k players concurrently. Like, I had to put this on the list. Also, its massive amount of Bloxies will put most games in terror. I mean, it won 13 Bloxies in 2017. We are putting up insane numbers in this. Jailbreak is like every other prison game, but this game at the time, and now has added so many things to the game. It had tons of vehicles, have its own live events, and so much more. This game also had some insane competition during 2019 due to Mad City. But Mad City fell off due to one thing: updates. Jailbreak would update a lot, and I mean a lot. I mean, if I show you the update schedule during its prime, you'll be very surprised to see it. Look at this! Like, dude, how is this even possible? There was so much content. This game also had a big impact, also giving a lot of people their careers. But to be honest, you could really say that for most of these games. I mean, they all have given creators some sort of platform, so you could say that Fart Simulator gave Billy Bob 35 a head start, and you could say that Pet Simulator gave Russo a platform. So it's up to you. I also do feel like I gotta mention the official Roblox games. These ones include such as Crossroads, Rocket Arena, Sword and Found the Heights, Chaos Canyon, and so many more. Like, it's hard to list all of them. You might ask why they are on here. And to that, I tell you one thing. How many times have you seen one of these maps used in a Roblox game? Every Roblox player has more than likely played a game or seen a game with one of these maps. I mean, these are some of the most iconic maps on Roblox. There's a lot of games that will use these maps, mostly due to them being extremely iconic. Most Roblox players can look at these maps and immediately know what they are, as most of these official Roblox maps aren't available to be played since they're privated, because I guess Roblox will want to keep updating them over and over. They have been allowed to be copied, and you can mess around with them however you want to, which I think is very cool. And since we are talking about Roblox games that have been closed or taken down, I think this would be the perfect time to mention Pokemon Break Bronze, or now known as Lumion Legacy. This is something I have to mention, alright? But really, you don't know the impact of both of these games? Pokemon Break Bronze originally being released on October 24th, 2015. It was praised very quickly. You see, during this time, the top Roblox game was Project Pokemon. Now, Project Pokemon had existed since May 10, 2013, so it had existed 2.5 years before Brick Bronze had probably even been an idea. And when Brick Bronze had gotten its attention, it swept the player count of Project Pokemon. Project Pokemon was still loved by most people, but there was one reason it failed compared to Brick Bronze: pay to win. Now, Project Pokemon had a roulette system, and this will also be later used in its remake, Doodle World. Really good game, by the way. This roulette would ruin the game so badly. If you were rich and had some time on your hands, you could simply gamble your way to a good scene. Brick Bronze was different from this. Brick Bronze catered to the people who wanted a fun, amazing Roblox game that was barely pay to win. Not only was it praised by the Roblox players, it was also praised outside of Roblox. Thousands of YouTubers saw their chance and grabbed it. All these factors allowed it to become one of the top Roblox games out there. It was praised all the way till April 18th, 2018. Now, everyone knows Nintendo. Either you love them or you hate them, but they have had their fair share of controversies with fan games or mods. Pokemon Break Bronze was no different. Nintendo during this time had taken notice of Roblox Pokemon games and decided to DMCA them. Now, Pokemon Break Bronze wasn't the only one taken down. Basically, all of them were. There were a plethora of Nintendo games on Roblox, and I could legit make a whole video on that, but to keep it short, they were nuked off the platform. This wouldn't be the end though. You see, during the deletion, both the developers, T. Bradham and Lando, working on the game, Lumion Legacy. This game will be teased a lot on the developers' YouTube channels. And on July 20th, 2019, the game came out. But Brick Bronze was still in the rise in form of re-uploads. And this also caused a lot of controversy. It would later be stated by T. Bradham. He said specifically, "You may not realize it, but if you indulge in stolen copies of Brick Bronze in any way, play, modify, upload, you are mocking me. I was requested by law to move on. I ask you to do the same. If you are feeling nostalgic, go watch some YouTube videos." And I fully agree with him, even in the past. That's really Brick Bronze though, summarized quickly. Let's go into more of the games though. I feel like we also need to mention a shooter, so I chose 2 shooters since I couldn't pick one. I chose Roblox and Arsenal. Now, I will include Phantom Forces as an honorable mention, but compared to the impact of the other 2, it does not come close. Well, yes, Phantom Forces does have more Bloxies than Robloxia. You gotta realize that without Robloxia, we really wouldn't have half the Roblox shooters today. Arsenal literally shaped up the Roblox gun game genre by adding so much to it, plus the motion of Bloxies. Like, how can it even come close? Plus, this is the only Roblox shooter to ever get a Game of the Year award, so I gotta give it props. Robloxia also had a Game of the Year award in 2012, so there's more props to Robloxia. We also need a horror game, so I'm going with Piggy. It was between the Mimic and Piggy I was going with, and I chose Piggy. Mimic, yes, that's changed the horror genre by a lot. Piggy has not only more warts, but has done way more stuff such as IRL and has its own Steam game. Like, you can't get more impactful than that. It literally spawned the most amount of copied Roblox games we've ever seen. There's games just based on putting all of them together so you can play them all. It's genuinely crazy how a game like Piggy got so much popularity. Made from the creator Minitoon back in the month of January 2020. This game took over quarantine. I give massive props to Flamingo for even giving this game the recognition it deserved. But really, 2020 Roblox will be a completely different time if it wasn't for Piggy. It also holds the record for the fastest game to hit 1 billion visits, since it only took 78 days to hit this goal. But that's probably all I can say. Final one I want to mention, and the biggest one of all, Adopt Me. Why wouldn't I not mention Adopt Me? It's legit one of the biggest games on Roblox, and probably of all time. It's done so much that I literally cannot list half the things they have done. I'm gonna quickly list off all their achievements from the wiki and from what I know. 7th game to hit 1 billion visits, but the concurrent player record count of over 440,000 players. 2nd to hit 5 billion visits, first being Meep City. It gained 2 million players from a single update. Broke Roblox hundreds of times. 35 billion visits, got its own toys, its own Happy Meal, multiple Bloxies, and so many more. I could go on and on about how impactful this game is. It literally spawned the whole trust trade stuff, which is a whole rabbit hole. But yeah, if you want to see a whole video on Adopt Me, let me know. But really, that's all I had for today. I'm sorry this video felt a little, messy and weird. This has actually been probably one of my most, I'd say, probably in kind of like in a development hell state where it took me very, very long. A lot of different ideas were thrown around here and there, but I'm just very happy to get this video out. So if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.